Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. You may be seated. Well, that'll be a problem. Good evening. It is an honor to celebrate the 147th commencement ceremony of the Millersburg Area School District with you. I am Corey Keim, and for the past 33 years have been a Millersburg High School teacher. I've been selected to act in behalf of the high school principal, Mrs. Megan Dieter. Mrs. Dieter is currently attending her daughter's graduation and sends her best regards and well wishes. In following the traditions of the Millersburg High School, the class president, Madeline Weaver, will present the student welcome.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Millersburg Area Class of 2026, I would like to welcome you to Commencement ceremony. My name is Madeline Weaver, and I had the honor to serve as your class president. Tonight is more than just a ceremony. It's a moment we've been working toward for most of our lives. It marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of a brand new one. As we look around, we see classmates who have grown, changed, and pushed through challenges we never expected to face. We see some of our best friends. From our earliest days in school to everything that brought us here tonight, each of us has a story that led us to the stage. To our families, friends, teachers, and staff, thank you. Your support, patience, and encouragement has helped shape who we are today. This accomplishment is not ours alone, but something we get to share with all of you. And to my fellow classmates, we made it. Through every late night and early morning, every stressful test and last-minute assignment, every group project that tested our patience, every bus ride to games and field trips, every awkward moment, every inside joke that somehow never got old, and even the Camp Hebron plague, we are here. We showed up on the days we didn't feel like it, pushed through when things got hard, and kept going even when the finish line felt so far away. And now, here we are. While we may be heading in different directions after tonight, we'll always be connected by the experiences we've shared, the memories we've made, and the community that raised us. So tonight, take a moment to be proud of yourself, of each other, and of how far we've come. Welcome to the Millersburg Area Class of 2026 Commencement Ceremony. Thank you. Before we become alumni of Millersburg, we would like to take some time and have you join us in looking back on our time at Millersburg. Starting off where it all began, we look to Noah to speak on our time at Lankerville.
We didn't realize we were making memories, we just knew we were having fun. That is directly from Winnie the Pooh. We all grew up together making memories each day, not knowing that those would be the best days of our lives, and we'd grow to miss it. To start, I'd like to talk about one of my favorite things about elementary school, the book fairs. My mom used to give me $20 for each book fair we had, and the disappointment on her face when I would come home with a book that had a Lego figure in it. It's not just me, Mom. Look at all those guilty faces right there. My favorite memory from these, though, is definitely meeting Jameson's mom. Mrs. Wack was volunteering to help out at our school store right before Christmas. This poor woman somehow stumbled upon a 7-year-old me and asked me if I was excited for Santa to come. For whatever reason, I responded to this by telling her that I was going to poison Santa's milk so that I could catch him. That's first grade, so take that as you will. I also met Braden for the first time in first grade. Don't ask me why, but I was sitting at recess eating grass, and Braden walked up to me and asked if he could sit with me and eat grass with me. We've been friends ever since. I think the best trend, though, was probably Pokemon cards. We'd all sneak them into school in our backpacks to secretly trade it. I know, Mom, we weren't slick at all. Don't think I forgot Jaden. I'm still waiting on that Mega Charizard EX. As well as Pokemon cards, we'd sneak our 3DSs and iPads into school all the time. I'm sure most of my classmates, as well as me, are unfortunate enough to look back at our own selfies and videos. Ryder, Beyblade Universe 5. I'm sure at least 5 people sitting near you were one of the people reporting your account, and it would be 6 if I wasn't up here. Another great thing we had at Lankerville was field day. We spent all day having a great time in the old busted playground, and we even got to race Mr. Cowger one time. I'm sure you all remember the yearly Halloween parades as well. I'd take my mom's phone for hours and then end up ordering the worst costume on the entire website, but I guess it was that cool. Every single year, at least one person would have one of the giant inflatable dinosaurs, and without fail, every single year somebody would fart in it and they would go crazy. Also, every year, without fail, my mother reminds me of my old Fortnite costumes and shows me videos of myself flossing. So thanks, Mom. It did teach us a valuable lesson, though. Everything that goes on the internet stays on the internet. Right, Ryder? I think we can all agree that Camp Hebron was the peak of our time at Lankerville. And Braden, don't answer that. We did all the activities like canoeing, horseback riding, rock climbing, archery, and singing Kumbaya before every single meal. However, as most of you know, our week didn't end so well. On Thursday night, we had our dance, and I was having the time of my life dancing to Old Town Road. I was immediately traumatized as I turned around and saw multiple classmates puking on the gym floor. By Friday morning, there was only a few of us left. Just some advice from Alex Liu, this goes for everyone. If you see something and you don't know what it is, do not pick it up. I'm sorry, Alex, I had to put that in. We've all seen each other grow up, not only in our bodies, but as individuals ourselves. As your classmate and friend, I could never have asked for better people to grow up with, and I know everyone's going off to do great things, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt to say bye. Behind all the jokes and goofing around, I really do love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I want nothing than absolute happiness and success from each one of you. Some advice from my mom to all the younger students here: don't grow up, it sucks. Since I started with Winnie the Pooh, I might as well end with him. How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Thank you. Maddie Weaver will now speak to our middle school years.
Before our time at Millersburg comes to an end, I would like to take this time to remember a time where true character was developed, a time when we had to start growing up, middle school. It's strange to think that almost 7 years ago, we stepped into middle school for the first time, scared but excited. We went from being at the top of the school in elementary school to suddenly starting over at the bottom in middle school almost overnight. Back then, we were worried about locker combinations, changing classes, and whether we would survive our first day. Now, we're sitting here just minutes away from graduating. In case you didn't remember, we were in 6th grade when COVID hit, so on top of adjusting to the new routine that is middle school, but now dealing with a full pandemic. It took some time to get used to the new school, but once we finally got the hang of it, we felt unstoppable. 6th grade was filled with sugar cube pyramids, hatchet, new friend groups, and gym more than once a week for the first time. That was until something no one could prepare us for happened, COVID. At first, when told that we would have 2 weeks off from school, we were ecstatic. Who doesn't love sleeping in and doing school in pajamas? But then, those 2 weeks quickly became our new reality. Our way of learning quickly came through a computer screen. The only time we got to see our friends and teachers was through Zoom. Unfortunately, we had to miss out on the fun activities that came along with being in middle school that year. When going into 7th grade, we thought we had returned to the normal middle school we all knew, but unfortunately, we were wrong. We are spread apart from each other, forced to sanitize frequently, and our least favorite, wearing masks 24/7. For the second year in a row, we missed out on any fun activities that come with being in middle school. Entering our final year of middle school, we finally gained some normalcy back and were able to have middle school dances. Despite all of the things we missed out on, we are still able to make memories that will last a lifetime. From hearing every morning on the announcements to make it a great day or not, the choice is yours, playing Greek dodgeball almost every day in gym class, watching the older kids get in fights in the cafeteria, getting sprayed by Miss Shadle's spray bottle when we were not listening, completing a project based on the song We Didn't Start the Fire, building pyramids out of sugar cubes, and let's be honest, eating several sugar cubes, identifying tons of rocks with Miss Mangle, suffering through a double English period all 3 years, and I can't forget to mention spending hours on house party with our friends. Even though we didn't get the middle school experience like most other students, the bond and life skills we learned while managing a pandemic and middle school made us a stronger class. I would now like to have Alex Liu end our time looking back on our time at Millersburg with our high school years. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying this evening as we spend our last night but brightest moments together. Sure, some of us may see each other in small capacities, but we will never again sit together as this one big group again in our lives. For it is a time for all of us to go out our separate ways. Some of us will pursue higher education through college, others will join the military and fight for our country, and others will help their family business or join the workforce. Whatever it is, I believe we will do great things for our communities, and I wish you all the best of luck. I am proud of everyone who's sitting with me today. We have all worked hard to earn the right to sit here this evening, and we all have shared memories from our time at this school. Like waiting for August 1st when Mrs. Barkavich will finally put in our final grades for our assignments, or messing with each other inside the locker rooms. No, I will not elaborate. And we know about Mr. Faust making us do assignments every day, down to the last day of school. And we all know the feeling of stress over one of Mr. Kine's tests. Bro. or even dancing to Shakira and Waka Waka in Spanish. These things will always be the things I remember about high school, and I hope the others feel the same way. Moving forward, I also want to recognize the activities we have done. So many of us have decided to spend our time in high school joining different clubs and teams to improve ourselves in the community. We weren't content with just doing the minimum. We spent our time learning instruments or playing sports. We made up large parts of many of the teams, including virtually the entire boys volleyball and soccer teams, and have had a hand in many other clubs in the school. The bus rides going to and from games with my friends were some of the best moments I've ever lived through so far in my life. I couldn't imagine anything different. And lastly, I would like to recognize all of the staff and the teachers who have helped make this possible for us. They have put tremendous effort into our education so that we can be prepared for our future. I'm so glad that they were able to put up with us and make sure we were on the right path. The time I've spent with them, both inside and outside the class, proves this to me. Now, with this all done, it is time for us to say our goodbyes to each other as we take the next step into our future. I wish everyone a good night. Thank you for coming, and thank you for listening. Bing, bing, out.
Just a little bit. I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away, follows you back home. I'm a street light shining. I'm a white light blinding bright, burning off and on. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. I'm a new day rising. I'm a brand new sky that hangs the stars upon tonight. I'm a little divided. Do I stay or run away and leave it all behind? Oh, it's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again.
It's times like these you learn to love again.
It's times like these, time and time again.
Good evening, everyone. This year, I have the pleasure of introducing our commencement speaker. At the beginning of the year, I created a poll to find out who they wanted to select for their Keystone speaker. A lot of names were mentioned, but only one seemed to speak to the entire class. At first contact, she seemed hesitant, but after a day or two to think it over, she was more than happy to accept. Our commencement speaker tonight received her bachelor's degree from Millersville and her master's degree from Wilkes University. She started her career at Millersburg as a long-term 4th grade substitute. She was then hired as a full-time 8th grade English and gifted teacher, teaching for 32 years in total before retiring last year to focus on caregiving for her elderly father. From reading Call of the Wild and To Kill a Mockingbird in classes, teaching students proper sentence structure, and serving as a student council advisor in middle school, and giving us our first ever thesis statement we ever had to write. She has made more impressions on students than one can count, even being recognized by Shippensburg University for their Outstanding Teacher Award. It is my honor to introduce the class of 2026 commencement speaker, Ms. Bonnie Shadle.
I would like to thank the graduating class of 2026 for allowing me the honor of sharing this memorable night with them. As was mentioned in the introduction, my name is Bonnie Shadle, or as my college Spanish professor would say, Bonnie Shadle. Please remember to speak up for yourself and make sure people know who you are. You don't want to risk dropping a letter grade because of a mispronunciation. As your former language arts teacher, I thought it appropriate to open with a quote from one of my favorite authors, the opening words of Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. True, nervous, very, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am. I realized that I could talk with my students for hours, which the block schedule verified much to their chagrin. But the thought of speaking at their graduation was a little unsettling. But after thinking about it a little longer, like Valerie said, I realized what I was going to say was for the graduating class. And if anyone in the audience got something out of it, that was a bonus. So if you don't mind, I plan on mostly addressing the class and not the audience. Before I get into my message, I would like to reminisce about some fond memories of this class. As I share these stories, I won't mention you by name, so your only reaction will give it away if the story is about you. When I asked Ms. Robbins if there were any requests from this class, she suggested interpretive dance. Little did she know that there is one young man in this class who, even though I could never do it correctly, would compel me to try to floss whenever I saw him in the hallway. But due to a recent shoulder surgery, I will only give it the one-armed attempt tonight for old time's sake, but please know it wouldn't look much different if I used two arms. Thanks to another young man in this class, I was delighted to unknowingly try spotted lanternfly poop. Yes, that is how it was presented to me after I did the taste test. Knowing that my most favorite Holocaust reference book was on its very last leg, or page, I was gifted a new copy from another student in this class. The fact that he cared enough about the topic and our time working on his research project to get me a new copy speaks to the positive demeanor and care of this class. I cannot even think of To Kill a Mockingbird without thinking of my favorite punk. If you know, you know. I honestly still giggle to myself, and I'm not kidding, I do to this day still giggle when I think of two young ladies working on their algebra homework. The one young lady wasn't getting the concept, so her friend explained it to her. When she didn't get it, she explained it a second time, just louder. When she still didn't get it, she explained it a third time, the same way, yet louder. I finally decided I better intervene because I was afraid a bullhorn was going to be the next teaching strategy she was going to use. The creativity of projects from this class cost me a lot of bonus points. That's what I would use to buy projects to keep them for examples for future classes. I'm pretty sure Rod Whitmer cringed every time he saw me coming because many times it was to see if he had anything lying around that could be put on my wall for shelving to display these projects. I could do this, as you know, for hours. Your class left such a positive impact on me that while writing this, I couldn't help but smile while looking over the class list. So before I continue down memory lane any longer, I should probably get to what might be our very last talk. As these students can tell you, my parents played a very significant role in my life, especially in the person I've become. During this class' 8th grade year, I had a rough time dealing with both of my parents' health issues. Thankfully, this class of young men and women were a teacher's dream, both at the time and as years passed. As many teachers will tell you, it is so much easier just to be in the classroom. The work to get ready for a substitute, at least for me, was very time-consuming. But I knew these students would do everything necessary to help my time away from the classroom be less burdensome. While at the hospital, for instance, I would check in on the computer to make sure that they were understanding the lessons. Yes, I was a helicopter teacher. Not only did they step up to help the process go smoothly during my absence, but during the years since leaving the middle school, many of them would stop in my classroom, stop me in the parking lot, or send emails asking about my parents. That's a special group of students who are willing to do that for their teacher. When they asked me in December to speak at their graduation, I told them that my emotions since my mother's passing in September 2024 are not always in check. Since accepting this great honor, I lost my father. So this is my disclaimer that I cannot be held responsible for the tears that might flow this evening, but I will do my best to keep my composure. The reason I felt it important to share this detail is because in my struggle to come up with a theme for this evening, I came across my mom's graduation program from 1954 when she graduated from Millersburg Area High School. Yes, she still had her graduation program and other high school keepsakes in the closet. I figured there was no better way to honor both the time I dedicated to this school district and her time as a student than to use the class of 1954's motto. This graduating class knows that I love to travel and be in or near water. So when I saw my mom's class motto, it was like it was meant to be. It is. We have crossed the bay. The ocean lies before us. I know you would be lugubrious if I didn't include some detail in this message. According to AI, Wikipedia, the main difference between the bay and the ocean is that the bay is a small, calm, and sheltered coastal body of water, while the ocean is a vast, deep, and rough body of water. So what does this have to do with you? Well, by sitting on this stage tonight, you have crossed the bay. You have successfully completed all of the requirements to graduate from Millersburg. However, while doing so, you had the love, support, motivation, and shelter from your family, friends, teachers, coaches, and the list could go on. You were doing all the swimming, but only needed to reach out your hand or ask for help, and there was someone waiting to give you the motivation, support, or guidance necessary to keep going. And you made it. You crossed the bay. And even though the ocean might seem a little daunting, you are ready. The next stage of your life is ahead of you. The ocean is calling your name. Don't be afraid to dive into the deep and take on the waves, both big and small. Some days you might question if you are ready for the big waves, but let me be the first to tell you that you can do it. There will be some storms consisting of rough times and events which will make you feel like you are underwater. But fix your goggles and swim for the surface. You will be so proud of yourself when you break the surface of the water and take a deep breath and realize you made it through the storm. But as we all know, the weather is never predictable. There are a few of you on this stage tonight. Sorry, I thought I was inside when I wrote this. Sitting here tonight, who have already experienced big waves crashing down on you. And just know, I am so proud to have watched you not only surface, but continue swimming. Like I said earlier, the ocean can seem very daunting. Are you noticing all the vocab words I've been using? It is a vast body of water, and you may find yourself needing to reach out for a life raft from time to time, and that's okay. That's why creating a strong support system is crucial to your success. There will come a time when you realize you are stronger than you thought, and you will swim longer and longer distances without any help. But don't be afraid if the tides start pulling you in a different direction than you initially started out. If I wouldn't have gone with the flow, I would be caring for your pet or maybe doing your taxes someday. I allowed the tide to pull me in a direction I wasn't expecting, and I'm so happy I did. Or I would never have had the opportunity to stand before you as your teacher, cheerleader, supporter, and advocate. You are the change that this world needs. Your compassion and strength will make such a difference in every life you touch. I'd like to end with a quote from your 7th grade reading of Summer of My German Soldier, when Patty was watching Ruth walk away, leaving her behind at the reform school. It was like watching my very own life raft floating away towards the open sea, and yet somewhere in my mind's eye, I thought I could see the faintest outline of land. Then it came to me that maybe that's the only thing life rafts are supposed to do. Take the shipwrecked, not exactly to land, but only in view of land, the final mile being theirs alone to swim. You are ready for this. You are ready to take on the world. Some of you may feel the need to hang on to your life raft a little longer, but eventually you will be ready to take on that swim. So, Millersburg Area High School, class of 2026, congratulations for crossing the bay, and I can't wait to see where the ocean takes you.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I'd hold you in my heart. I'll sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me.
At this time, we would like to recognize and celebrate the achievements of the class of 2026. It is my pleasure to introduce our students in the senior class who have maintained at least a 93% GPA throughout their 4-year high school career. These individuals have consistently thrived academically and have taken many of the challenging honors courses we offer. They have demanded excellence from themselves and have encouraged their classmates to strive for more. I ask that they stand as I call their names. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. Alex Liu, Alyssa Rabinold, Ryan Carnes, Jamison Wack, Sarah Ryland, Caitlin Rhodes, Valerie Hoffman, Chesney Romberger, Ryder Shoup, Chloe Lebo, Braden Klinger, Chloe Morgan, Ava Shoup, and Madeline Weaver. The National Honor Society was developed to create enthusiasm for scholarship, stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character within students. The NHS members here at Millersburg High School have achieved all 4 of these lofty goals. As a group, they managed to maintain a high GPA, lead their peers, raise money for worthy causes, and lend their free time to service projects throughout the school, community, and beyond. Each one of them has exemplified the scholarship, leadership, character, and service upon which the National Honor Society was founded. I ask that these students stand as I call their names. Again, please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. Eric Campbell, Ryan Carnes, Braden Klinger, Alex Liu, Alyssa Ravenold, Sarah Ryland, Chesney Romberger, Jameson Wack, Madeline Weaver. The salutatorian and valedictorian represent the second highest and highest grade point average of this graduating class. Their cumulative average is accrued over the course of their 4 years here at Millersburg High School. Every student must pass 26.5 credits to be able to graduate. With 32.5 credits and a cumulative average of 99.59%, I am pleased to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2026, Alyssa Ravenold. The valedictorian of the class of 2026 is graduating with 34 credits and a cumulative GPA of 100.93. I am pleased to introduce Alex Liu. I would also like to take a moment and recognize the tremendous number of seniors we have participating in the many clubs and activities that we offer. Athletics, football 1, girls volleyball 1, boys volleyball 9, girls soccer 2, boys soccer 2, girls basketball 1, boys basketball 2, track 6, golf 2, clubs and activities, Conservation Club 15, FCA 6, FBLA 5, GSA 8, Archery 7, National Honor Society 9, Band, Chorus, and Color Guard 11, Jazz Band 6, Rock Band 6, Student Council 2, and SAD 4. We also have 4 students participating in traveling to Ireland and Scotland this summer with the Millersburg Travel Club. 3 seniors participated in creating our yearbook, which was dedicated this year in the memory of longtime music teacher, band director, Dr. Reverend Kenneth Campbell. Before I present the graduating class, I would like to take the moment to thank our maintenance and custodial staff, Mrs. Casey Campbell, Mrs. Kelly Petrie, our building secretaries, our senior class advisors, for all the extra work created for them to make this event happen this evening. The PTSO has purchased the yard signs for our seniors, as well as Mr. Jonathan Ross for live streaming this event. Next, I would like to thank the teachers and support staff. I would personally like to thank those teachers, administrators, and board members who chose to participate in tonight's ceremony to support our seniors. Students' performance in school is mostly tied to instruction they receive in the classroom and the relationships they build with the teachers and support staff. You have been an integral part of making today possible for all these students. I would also like to highlight our staff who are graduating to a next chapter of their lives. Mr. Joel Hunter retired in October after 35 years with the middle school. Mrs. Sue Slemmer also spent a large amount of time in the middle school and retiring after 36 years. Mr. Jim Slemmer is retiring this year after 25 years with the high school and elementary school. And Mrs. Kathy Hoffman is retiring after 7 years in our special education department. And finally, I would like to recognize everyone seated in our beautiful stands today. The parents, guardians, and family members who have entrusted us here at Millersburg Area High School with most of your children's lives. The faculty, staff, and administrators have had the distinct privilege of watching many of you grow the time you entered kindergarten to the young adults you are today. Parents and guardians, thank you for allowing us to share so many life experiences with your children. Every graduating class has its own story, but yours is unique because of the exact moment in history you grew. When you were born, people still rented DVDs from Blockbuster. The very first iPhone had just been released. Netflix mailed movies to people in red envelopes. Streaming wasn't a real thing. AI was science fiction. TikTok didn't exist. Instagram didn't exist. And many of your parents were still figuring out how to use Facebook. You are the first generation that truly grew up with technology everywhere. You don't remember a world before smartphones, Wi-Fi, touchscreens, or YouTube. You learned to swipe before, and if you learned cursive. But at the same time, your generation also remembers things younger students never will. You remember snow days that actually were snow days before virtual learning existed. You remember when people memorized phone numbers. You remember when nobody expected you to answer a message immediately. And maybe most importantly, you remember what it felt like when the world stopped. You're middle school students during COVID pandemic. At an age when life is supposed to feel predictable, everything changed. School buildings closed, sports stopped, concerts stopped, birthday parties stopped. You wore masks, learned through screens, and spent most important developmental years of your lives separated from each other. Adults still talk about how difficult that time was. But what impresses me most is that your class kept going. And maybe that experience taught you something else that is easy to miss when you are living through it. Life is made up of individual accomplishments, grades, honors, awards, but some of those most meaningful moments you will ever experience are the collective ones. Tonight is one of those moments. Years from now, you probably won't remember every name, every grade, or every accolade attached, but you will remember this group. You will remember the people sitting beside you. You will remember the feeling of walking across the stage together, because graduating high school is one of the few times in life when an entire group of people grows up together at exactly the same moment. You experience the same hallway conversations, the same teachers, the same Friday nights, the same awkward years, the same victories, disappointments, and changes in the world around you. You've lived through events that shape not only who you are individually, but who you became together. And the truth is, you may not fully understand the value of that until much later. As life moves on, people scatter, paths diverge, careers, families, responsibilities, and distance take over. But someday, years from now, when you hear class of 2026, it will instantly connect you back to a group of people who shared a chapter of your life that no one can ever quite be recreated. That is special. And tonight is not only a celebration of individual success, it's a celebration of a cohort, a community, a shared journey. So tonight, here is what I hope you remember. You do not have to figure out everything at 18 years old. Very few adults actually do. Your life will not be defined by a single test, a single college, a single mistake, or a single decision. What will define you is your ability to keep learning, keep adapting, keep caring about people, and keep showing up when things get difficult. And if your generation has proved anything, it is that you know exactly how to do that. You grew up during one of the fastest changing periods in modern history, and now you get the opportunity to help shape what comes next. That is both a responsibility and an incredible privilege. So wherever life takes you tonight, college, military, workforce, trade school, or somewhere you haven't ever imagined, I hope you carry forward curiosity, kindness, resilience, and confidence in your ability to handle change, because your generation already has. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are proud of you. As School Board President Mr. Jason Minnick and Superintendent Dr. Lee Garcia prepare to distribute diplomas of the class of 2026, It is the request of the senior class that you hold your applause and outbursts until all students have received their diplomas and returned to their seats. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Dr. Garcia, on behalf of Mrs. Megan Dieter, high school principal, I certify that the students seated on this stage have met or exceeded the requirements set forth by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Millersburg Area School District, and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas. Let Dr. Garcia's presentation of the student diplomas reflect her acceptance of said certification. Madeline Grace Weaver. Madeline is the daughter of James and Heather Weaver. Madeline will be attending Misericordia University to major in medical imaging. Noah Allen Snyder. Noah is the son of Zach and Brittany Snyder. Noah will be finishing Army training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, then attending Shippensburg University for criminal justice in the spring. Valerie Page Hoffman. Valerie is the daughter of David and Brittany Hoffman. Val will be attending Millersville University to major in meteorology and minor in emergency management. Alyssa Katie Rabinold. Alyssa is the daughter of Adam and Hannah Rabinold. Alyssa will be continuing her career in agriculture as well as continuing her family's agribusiness. Sarah Maria Ryland. Sarah is the daughter of Matthew and Brandy Ryland. Sarah is attending Lebanon Valley College to dual major in marketing and art. Eric Matthew Campbell. Eric is the son of the late Reverend Kenneth Campbell and Mrs. Casey Campbell. Eric will be attending college at Mansfield University for a degree in aquatic biology and fisheries science. Presenting Eric's diploma is Casey Campbell, staff member. Ryan Alexander Carnes. Ryan is the son of Gary and Leslie Carnes. Ryan will be attending Elizabethtown College, majoring in business administration with a concentration in entrepreneurship. Ryan plans to continue his family's commercial beekeeping business. Braden Matthew Klinger. Braden is the son of Aaron and Kelly Klinger. Braden will be attending Bloomsburg University to major in accounting. Presenting Braden's diploma are Eric and Kelly Petrie, staff members. Alex Liu. Alex is the son of Bei Liu and Zhao Mei Chen. Alex will be attending Bates College to major in computer technologies and economics. Chesney Kate Romberger. Chesney is the daughter of Jesse and Crystal Romberger. Chesney will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College to major in early childhood education. Presenting Chesney's diploma is Crystal Romberger, staff member. Jameson Merrick Wack. Jameson is the son of Jason and Jana Wack. Jameson will be attending Bloomsburg University to major in accounting. Nathan Lee Bailey. Nathan is the son of Douglas and Elizabeth Bailey. Nathan will be attending Bloomsburg University to major in environmental ecology and wildlife and fisheries science. Wayne Owen Beislein. Wayne is the son of Leonard and Danielle Beislein. Leonard and Danielle Beislein. Wayne plans to enter the workforce after graduation. Morgan Barrier. Morgan is the daughter of Noah and Rebecca Latchaw. Morgan is planning on attending Hiram G. Andrews College after graduation. Aiden Graham Bixler. Aiden is the son of Brad and Angela Bixler. Aiden will be attending Kutztown University to major in elementary education. Angelina LeRae Cotta. Ari is the daughter of Clayton Ort and Jennifer Cotta. Ari will be attending a trade school for motorcycle technology. Benjamin Richard Cotta. Ben is the son of Jennifer Cotta. Ben will be attending a trade school for HVAC and plumbing. William Richard Cross. Will is the son of Michael Cross and Ashley Holland. Will is entering the armed forces after graduation. Damian Tyler Erdman. Damian is the son of Tyler Erdman. Damian is planning on pursuing a career in photography. Dylan Lee Etzweiler. Dylan is the son of Troy and Holly Etzweiler. Dylan will be attending Shippensburg University to major in supply chain management. Shane A. Getz. Shane is the son of Jamie and Melissa Getz. Shane will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College before transferring to Penn Tech to major in architecture. Caleb Nathaniel Harner. Caleb is the son of Nathaniel Harner and Vanessa Barry. Caleb will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College to major in culinary arts. Brian Isaiah Lamoureux. Brian is the son of Travis and Sonia Lamoureux. Brian will be pursuing a career in the Army and later attending college. Chloe Ann Lebo. Chloe is the daughter of Matthew and Heather Lebo. Chloe will be pursuing a career in early childhood care and education. Hunter Paul Lemon. Hunter is the son of Dominic and Heather Lemon. Hunter will be joining the workforce as a tradesman. Zane Eugene Lanker. Zane is the son of Mark Lanker and Heather Lanker. Zane will be joining the workforce to be an over-the-road truck driver, heavyweight equipment operator. Nicholas Leschko. Nick is the son of Janet Raymer. Nick will be attending a trade school for welding. Caden Zepp Lohr. Caden is the son of Jeremy Lohr and Lindsay Klinger. Caden will be attending Thaddeus Stevens College for diesel technology. Matthew Morales. Matthew is the son of Anna and Brandon Oxenreiter. Matthew plans on attending the workforce for a year before going to college to major in psychology. Chloe Elizabeth Morgan Crosby. Chloe is the daughter of Aaron and Jean Crosby. Chloe will be attending Pennsylvania State Police Academy to pursue her career in law enforcement. She plans to become a state trooper in the Mounted Police Unit. Winry Elizabeth Reagan. Winry is the daughter of Jessica and John Whitmer. Winry will be attending Messiah University to major in history. Caitlin Ann Rhodes. Caitlin is the daughter of Jonathan Rhodes and Ashley Armour. Caitlin will be attending Lebanon Valley College to major in criminal justice. Nicaea Jacob Roca. Nicaea plans on attending medical school and becoming a primary care physician after completing his service as a hospital corpsman in the United States Navy. Alfonso Luis Santiago IV. Alfonso is the son of Alfonso and Barbara Aaron Santiago. Alfonso will be entering the workforce and joining local 520 Plumbing and Pipe Fitter Union. Alexander James Schaffner. Alexander is the son of Clifford Schaffner and Elizabeth and Michael Foley. Alexander will be trading his cap and gown for a tool belt as he pursues a career in entrepreneurship. Amara Marie Sherry. Amara is the daughter of Spencer Sherry and Christina Ocasio. Amara will be attending York College of Pennsylvania to major in nursing. Owen David Schlegel. Owen is the son of Jim Schlegel and Kelly Bear. Owen will be joining the workforce as a tradesman. Hunter Schreiber. Hunter is the son of Daniel and Lorena Schreiber. Hunter will be joining the workforce. Jaden Schiffer. Jaden is the son of Joshua Schiffer and Tanya Chappell. Jaden will be pursuing a career in professional ATV motocross racing and content creation. Ava Mae Shoup. Ava is the daughter of Ryan and Barb Shoup. Ava will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College for general studies, then enrolling into the dental hygiene program. Ryder Andrew Shoup. Ryder is the son of Ryan and Barb Shoup. Ryder will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College for computer science and mathematics, then transferring to Penn State Harrisburg. Christina Ann Snyder. Christina is the daughter of Carrie and Sally Snyder. Christina will be attending Wilson College to major in veterinary nursing. Jace Christopher Trutt. Jace is the son of Jason Trutt and Alicia Murphy. Jace will be entering the workforce as a technician at Faulkner Subaru. Jaden Wyatt Wilbert. Jaden is the son of George Wilbert and Andrea Liddick. Jaden will be going into the workforce after graduation. Jenna Nicole Wilbert. Jenna is the daughter of John Wilbert and Kim Bowman. Jenna will be attending Bloomsburg University to major in early childhood education. Angelina Hope Williams. Angelina is the daughter of Alfonso Williams and Danielle Santiago. Angelina will be attending Harrisburg Area Community College to major in music and audio recording. Ruth Irene Wilt. Ruth is the daughter of Dr. Faith Wilt. Ruth will be attending college to major in early child education. Reese Mitchell Whitmer. Reese is the son of Randy and Peggy Joe Whitmer. Reese will continue his education, pursuing industrial training, volunteering, and living his best life. Taven Alexander Yates. Taven is the son of Latressa Roadcap. Taven will be attending Bloomsburg University to major in sports management. When worn correctly, the tassel on the student's caps are worn on the right side, indicating non-graduates. Movement to the left side is an indication of someone who has graduated. It is customary for the class president to lead the tassel movement. Miss Madeline Weaver, senior class president, would you do the honors? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Millersburg Area High School class of 2026 graduates. Please rise and join the senior class in singing the alma mater. The lyrics can be found in your program. You may be seated.
As this ceremony comes to an end, we as a class want to thank our families, friends, teachers, administrators, and other community members for everything they have done for the class of 2026 over the years. Without their support, we would not be standing here today. To the class of 2026, today is the end of our journey as high school students and a start to our new beginnings. As we walk away tonight with our diplomas in our hands, Always remember to believe in yourself, embrace the opportunities that may come your way, and to always remember and cherish your memories, friends, and experiences from your time here. To everyone else, thank you for coming and helping us celebrate this major milestone in our lives. Finally, congratulations to the class of 2026. We made it. During the recessional, please remain seated until after the cap toss. All graduates will be received by their teachers and gather for their cap toss to celebrate the close of their high school journey. Before leaving this evening, all graduates must report to the cafeteria. Parents, please remember to collect your graduate yard signs. Thank you.
done, you can put your